What is up, Guardians, and welcome back to the most boring Destiny video ever. Well, at least I hope it's not too boring. Today, I'm going to try to cover some of the weapons used for damage phase against Taniks and different strategies to complete the encounter. Day one, I'm not going to lie, this was an absolute bitch, because you had literally had to be damn near perfect with every DPS phase. And whoever was running Divinity literally had to be Johnny on the spot. So, with that out of the way, you should be good at 12:30, which most people are. So, by now, most of you have probably completed the raid, or at least attempted in some form or fashion. And I know there's already a ton of videos out there explaining how to complete the raid in its entirety, but they really don't go into too much detail on the Taniks boss fight, so I'm hoping to change that a little bit. Before you even start the encounter, it's good to go over exactly who's picking up what augment and who's picking up each core first and second to cause less confusion because it can get a little bit hectic. If you look at the map here, it's a map of the entire boss arena for Taniks. If you'll look, you'll see each receptacle for the nuclear core deposits, each suppressor drone, and each augment terminal. The core deposit terminals in the picture are numbered 1 through 6, but you can call them pretty much anything you want. We always used spawn left and right, blue left and right, and orange left and right. Now, the normal strat here is to pair up into groups of 2, except for the suppressor and the operator augments. People who have got that buff don't even get around the nukes. Now, remember how I previously said we're going to group into, groups of 2, so here's where that comes into play. When you pick up a nuclear core, if you'll notice in your lower left-hand corner of your screen, you start picking up radiation. Now, once this gets to 10, you die instantly, so it's better to have a person following you or you following someone else to pick that up from them when they get to 5 or 6. Makes it a little bit easier. Just remember, the only people not picking up a core will be suppressor and operator, as the suppressor will have to stand under the drones that correspond to what side Taniks is on and shoot him. You'll want to do the first 2 as quick as you can, but save the third one until the cores have been swapped and the people carrying them are at their respective bins, and you kind of want to wait until both cores have been caught in a bubble, so to speak. I don't know what else you call it, which is going to be the operator's job. You'll have 2 bubbles. Both people carrying the cores will get detained, and the operator will be the only one to shoot them out. So as an operator, you want to stay far, far away. Now, after you do this twice, you're going to go into DPS phase, which means Taniks is going to teleport into the center of the arena. He's going to have a debris field flying around him in a circle, and there's going to be a little path between the debris field and Taniks, and there's going to be like arc web on the ground, but you'll see it once you get in there. It'll be a little path just wide enough for everyone to stand. This is when you want to drop your wells if you have it with Warlock. You obviously want to pop your bubble beforehand, that way everybody gets the weapons alive. You just need 1 well per DPS phase. So now, the way we always did it, the person with the lowest light always ran Divinity. So if that's you, all you want to do with Divinity is just shoot his little hovercraft. It'll make the perfect bubble at the bottom, in which everybody else can obviously hit to do DPS. If you look, here's a few weapons that I use, starting off with first in, last out. It's got the assault mag, auto-loading holster, and Vorpal. Now, you don't have to use first in, last out, but you want to have a shotgun with auto-loading holster. That way you can switch between weapons and it'll automatically reload it in between each DPS phase, or whenever you run out of ammo. Another viable option is the Heritage. You kind of want the same rolls as first in, last out. It drops from the raid, and probably everybody's got one that has completed an encounter. Or you could go a different route and use sniper rifles. I use the Aikilos sniper. with Seraph rounds, triple tap, and high impact reserves. Triple tap is key because it refunds a round for every third critical hit. Adored is another good one you can use. It's got triple tap and Vorpal. But lately what I've been using is Cloud Strike. It does an insane amount of DPS damage. Or if you're really good, you can have two of these equipped and switch between each one, alternating your shots. So shoot one, switch, shoot one, switch, shoot one, like that. Just remember, if you're going to run dual shotties or dual snipers, you're going to want to run sniper rifle or shotgun ammo scavenger, and as well as the perk to hold more rounds when one is equipped. Moving on. Heavies. If you're struggling with DPS, you can always run Anarchy. It's a viable option. We ran it day one. I mean, it was a must. But now that contest modifier's not on, I always just run Commemoration because of the captains. They have a void shield, so it's easier to pop the shield, do some damage, and finish them off to get ammo. Now, once you get Taniks down low enough, he's going to go into last stand, final stand, whatever you call it, and he's going to teleport around the arena in the three different places with the beams of light popping up everywhere. All you're going to do is follow him around, keep shooting until he is dead. Literally, he blows up. Also, don't forget, there's another way you can do this. If you're feeling confident in your abilities, you can shoot all four jets of his hovercraft, which will spawn 4 orbs that you have to dunk. And what this does is it actually gives you an extra DPS phase. So instead of you doing DPS, he kicks you out, you do DPS again, then you do the whole thing over, you get 3 rounds of it. So it's easy to one phase it. You just have to be Johnny on the spot with call-outs, detainments, and making sure that you're getting your orbs over there. And Suppressor has to really step up and do his job. Also, you have a really high chance of getting Eyes of Tomorrow, the exotic rocket launcher, if after you defeat Taniks you go over and teabag him before you go pick up your loot. Now, with that being said, that's pretty much it. Just make sure, it'll take you a couple runs to get everything down. Just make sure that everybody's doing their job when they're supposed to. Timing is so important in this boss fight. So if you've stuck around to the end of this boring ass video, please like and subscribe. I know it's not asking for a whole lot, but every little bit helps. Anyway, until next time, be kind to each other.